What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today, trending Funko Pop news is back and we have more Funko Pops going up in value. So let's check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a nice Sunday. So, trending Funko Pop news is back this week. Now, last week we actually had to postpone it just because of SDCC reveals, but we are finally back on schedule. Now, if you don't know what this series is, basically we choose a couple Funko Pops every single week that are going up in value due to their TV shows, real life stuff, video games, etc. Now, before we jump into our selections today, we do have our question of the day, and that is, do you have a Funko Pop in your collection that has white hair? And I'm going to go with Black Cat here. Now, jumping into our selections, first up, we have Miles Morales here. Now, we did actually share this one in a previous video, but he's gone up even more since. Now, currently over on Pop Price Guide, he is at $48. However, that is not totally accurate. He is definitely selling for way higher than that. As you guys can see, there's been a lot of sales around the $60 to about $80 range. And the listings are only climbing and climbing as the days go on, just because this pop is getting harder to find because it's from the original Into the Spider-Verse movie, and I do believe it's vaulted as well. Now, of course, the hype with this one and the factor driving up the price is the Across the Spider-Verse movie, as well as the Spider-Man 2 game coming out later this year. Next up, we have a couple sports selections. First up, from UFC, we actually have George St. Pierre here. So currently sitting at the $70 range. This one has been kind of actively rising up a little bit, and I think the only real reason is due to the fact that he's currently training Elon Musk right now to fight Mark Zuckerberg. I honestly thought that whole thing was a joke, but they might actually go through with it. At least that's the only thing that I kind of see going on with George right now in terms of what would make his pop go up. If I missed something, let me know down below for anybody who's like a hardcore UFC watcher. But if I'm not mistaken, he's retired, so I didn't really see anything else going on other than this Elon Musk and freaking Mark Zuckerberg debacle. Now, another sports pop we had was Ronald from the MLB line, currently sitting around the $70 range on Pop Price Guide. As you can see, he did shoot up from the $40 range. Now, I don't really watch a lot of baseball, so I don't really understand all the lingo and what the news is saying, but basically there's some big things happening with this guy in MLB right now. And anyone who actively follows baseball, feel free to translate all that down below for the rest of us. Oh, by the way, he actually does have two Funko Pops, one in the white attire, one in the blue attire, and the white one is the one going up. Now, our last selection for sports was Sting here from wrestling. So this is the Wolfpack Sting GameStop exclusive. As you can see, it definitely flew back up in 2023. It was around the $120, $140 range. Now it's around $175. Now, this one has been actively rising and falling over the years. However, recently, the only thing I could really see about Sting was he does have like a big upcoming match. However, there's also retirement rumors around him, and maybe that's something kind of like jumping up this one right now. Honestly, with some of these wrestlers and how old they're getting, it is crazy surprising to see them still in the ring and so active. It's like very impressive. Next up, for video game fans, we do have Warhammer here. So if you didn't know, we do actually have 4 Warhammer Funko Pops, all commons. Now, all 4 of these have not been updated on Pop Price Guide in roughly a year now. I would say all of their prices have definitely doubled, some have tripled even if you check eBay sold history as well as current listings. Now, the reason that these have been actively going up is due to the fact that we are getting a television series with Henry Cavil at the lead, as well as we're getting a brand new Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 game. Now, I pretty much have never played any of those games. I don't really know much about this franchise, but for any fans, let me know down below, do you own these Funko Pops, and are you guys excited about the upcoming content? Now, while I don't know much about the Warhammer franchise, I'm just happy Henry's doing something that he really enjoys. After this whole Superman mess, he definitely deserves to do something really fun that he loves. Now, another set of pops that are actively rising up right now is the Futurama set here, and there are actually several different characters you can pick up. Now, if you don't know, recently Futurama did actually get a reboot. I don't think it has started just yet, but it should be starting relatively soon, so I think people are just kind of scrambling to buy the pops right now, because if this reboot turns out to be really good and maybe they kind of like continue it, then it could definitely spike these. Now, our last selection for today's video is Wolverine here. So as you guys do know, there are several different Wolverine Funko Pops. We have some regular commons, we have grails like the Logan there, the Old Man Logan, he's around $20 to $30, and then on the bottom there are 2 of the most expensive Wolverine Pops where he is unmasked. Now, for some reason, if you do not know this by now, Wolverine will be in Deadpool 3 as a lead. He is making a return. Hugh Jackman. He looks great. If you haven't seen any of the set photos, they're absolutely crazy. He is finally in a comic book accurate suit. So that's why I wanted to highlight mostly some of the comic book suits in this video. Those are the ones that are actively rising up right now. A lot of Wolverine pops are just being bought up in general. If you check eBay sales history in the last 2 weeks, it's just Wolverine, Wolverine, Wolverine. Now, if you do happen to want a certain Wolverine pop, it's probably good to pick up one now. I do know also, due to all the strikes right now, I do believe Deadpool 3 just had to pause production, so it is going to be pushed a little bit, or a lot. We'll see what happens with all that. But basically, it gives you kind of more time to also pick up the pops that you want from Wolverine, because we don't know exactly what is going to happen in this movie. He could continue his career even more. This could be his last appearance as Wolverine. We're just going to have to wait and see. However, most importantly here, he's finally going to be in the comic book suit, which is just amazing, and there's plenty of pops of it. Okay guys, so those are all of our selections for this week. Let me know in the comments down below, do you guys own any of these Funko Pops in your collection, or are you actively looking for them? I actually do not own any of these, looking back at it really quick. I don't own that Miles, I don't own any of the Futurama, I don't collect a lot of sports, and the Wolverine, I actually really do want that Wolverine Unmasked pop. I would love the glow one. I actually have never even seen the glow in person. The glow one would be really nice, but it's about a $4,000 pop now, and the regular non-glow is about a $1,000 pop. So as you can see, that is why I do not own those. I don't know though, maybe that Wolverine Unmasked will be my next grail that I kind of save towards. Anyways though, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. Now, I do want to say a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys rock for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. Now, I also want to remind you guys to make sure to be following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page, so you can stay up to date. Alright, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.